2020. The first actually, can we get a motion, please, to open up the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So the first order of business this evening is the supervisor's report. As I have in past weeks, we've had a long evening tonight. I will have my supervisor's report in the town e-newsletter tomorrow for everyone's updates on COVID activities, on the form-based code, on the budget, and on all of the important business before the town board. So the only other thing that I wanted to mention for everyone is this is in fact our last meeting for 2020, unless Jill Shapiro has any surprises up her sleeve. She's shaking her head no, but I only 50% believe her. So this is intended to be our last meeting for 2020. And so we're wrapping up some loose ends here, and I'm actually working right now on pulling together sort of a year in review to sort of summarize the town board's activities over the course of the past year, which I will intend to put out in the newsletter next week, as I'm still working on that right now. So in any case, this is a celebratory moment for all of us. We've managed to make it through 2020. And I will just say to all of my colleagues on the town board how grateful I am to all of you for your work and for your efforts and for all of your support, especially for me personally this year. So thank you all. And with that said, I will turn it over to Jeremy Saland, who's actually going to, in lieu of my supervisor's report, give a bit of a deputy supervisor's report, as he's going to give everyone an update on the preparations for the planned snow event that is potentially coming our way, or very likely coming our way tomorrow. Jeremy?
Thank you. As many of you know, we have a potentially significant snowfall and some winds expected for Wednesday night into Thursday morning. I'm certainly not a meteorologist, but I hear anywhere between 10 inches, 12 inches more, all different numbers coming our way. So please be prepared. Batteries, gas, if you have a generator that is portable, and remind you to follow best practices as the fire department often tells us to, at least online and in their communications, and whatever other staples that you need. Putting that aside, we did reach out to Con Edison as a town board to remind them that sometimes, and all too often, we are left out in the figurative and literal cold. They advised us that there's 225 full-time mutual aid workers that are in Westchester County. Of course, we asked for some specifics. We do not have that, but I can assure you everyone on the town board is concerned in pushing. I will remind you that you can report and track outages with Con Edison should they arise. There's a link that we'll be sending out. I'm not going to repeat it here. Additionally, you can report a power outage to 1-800-752-6633. And you can also text REG to outage 688-243, 688-243 for updates on your cell phone. As far as Altice and Optimum, and if I'm not mistaken, Lauren was running with that big time on the last issue we had over the summer. In the event that your services are impacted there, you can message Optimum at optimum.net/chat. You can send a tweet to Optimum Help, or call them at 1-866-950-3278. You can also sign up to receive service alerts via text or voice message by logging onto your account online, before, obviously, and hopefully you don't lose that service. And that will provide restoration time and other updates. Lastly, we'll tell you that we'll send another link that has information on Optimum, sort of a central location for preparedness. I just ask you guys all be patient. If you do lose power, I can assure you, I can promise you that the town board, Jill Shapiro as our supervisor, our DPW, our police, our fire department are all going to be working on this if we do lose power. And I also remind you that as hard as everyone is working, if you see wires down or you see trees on wires, our DPW cannot go, despite what you may hear by a poll watcher if they are there, they cannot go and disturb those trees and remove them if they're online. So everyone be safe. Hopefully it's a non-issue, but just please be prepared. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy. And Jill Shapiro with the town administrator's report.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it short as well, but just a couple of things. There is a seasonal parking ban in effect now. It went into effect November 1st, and it is through April 1st from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is especially significant, important over tomorrow night when we're expecting that significant snowfall, and the plows must be able to get through. Refuse pickup for tomorrow. Please make sure everyone has their refuse pickup out by 7 a.m. When Santa Pro is expecting inclement weather, even if it's the day before, sometimes they send out their collections in just in a different schedule just to get their trucks off the road a little bit sooner when there's an impending snowstorm. So that's going to affect tomorrow. Insofar as Thursday, please be on the lookout for a code red. At this point, they're not really giving us direction as to what's going to happen on Thursday. There is some talk that they may try to get out Thursday later in the day to try to do collection. We haven't gotten a definitive answer yet from them. So we will know tomorrow and we'll be able to send out a code red either tomorrow or Thursday as to what Thursday's refuse and recycling collection looks like. So again, please be patient with us. We're waiting to see what the storm looks like. If Santa Pro has its way, they would really like to try to get out there on Thursday and pick up the remainder of it on Friday and just be done. So we're going to try to work with them as best we can. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Jill. Okay, we've now come to the portion of our agenda that's devoted to public comment and new business. And so if we have anyone who is on the call this evening who would like to make a public comment, if you can raise your digital hand here in Zoom, we can bring you into the conversation. And while people are considering that, I will look at our town clerk, Christina Papes. Did we have any comments come in for this meeting over email?
No, we've continued to receive some, public comment ones, but nothing specifically for this meeting.
Thank you. And Carrie, I'll check with you. Anything come in over the YouTube live stream?
Nothing right now. If anybody is having trouble with their digital hand, you can also type something into the chat box. And I don't see anything there right now.
Okay. So let's go ahead and push on. So the next thing we have is our resolutions.
I've got them. Do you want me to start? All right. I move to approve the payment of claims in the amount of $631,050.48 listed on the summary pre-check writing report and detail voucher detail report, each prepared on December 15, 2020. Checks will be issued and mailed to claimant listed on Wednesday, December 16, 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
I move to adopt the December 8th, 2020 town board minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All righty. I move to adopt the following resolution to extend for 6 months the moratorium imposed by local law 13 of 2018. Nick, do I have to read that whole thing or can I?
No, it's as summarized in the resolution and the local law before the board, essentially extending the moratorium of downtown Chappaqua Hamlet area as discussed at the public hearing.
Well said.
So, as stated by our legal counsel, Nick Ward. Can I get a second?
Read from now, therefore be it resolved.
Here we go. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the town board hereby finds that extending the moratorium will allow the town to continue to maintain the status quo to effectively protect of the public interest and welfare and ensure consistency with any adopted zoning requirements. And be it further resolved that the town board hereby extends for an additional 6 months the moratorium contained in local law 13 of 2018 with respect to the review and approval of certain land use variance, building permit and sign permit applications on certain properties within the BR retail business and BRP retail business and parking districts in the Chappaqua Hamlet in the town of Newcastle.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to accept the retirement from Gerard Marshall from the position of Commissioner of Public Works effective January 1st, 2021. The town would like to sincerely thank Jerry for his 37.5 years of dedicated service.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Wish you all the best.
By the way, is my street getting paved, Jerry? Can you let us know before you go? Make any promises?
Paved in gold.
Okay, I move to authorize, before he gets into trouble, the hiring of Jerry Morshell as an independent contractor for consulting services, there you go, Jeremy, for the proposed 2021 water system projects as outlined on the December 7th, 2020 memo at an hourly rate of $100 per hour, whereas any task that exceeds the not to exceed time will not be billed for additional hours.
Second.
And that's
All in favor?
effective January 1st?
Yes, effective January 1st, 2021.
Okay.
Right, and there's actually a not to exceed 30,000 in there for the year.
Okay, and not to exceed $30,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Welcome back, Jerry.
All right, whereas the town seeks to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks, and whereas the town desires to create a September 11th Memorial Committee to plan events to memorialize that anniversary, now therefore be it resolved that the town board establishes the September 11th Memorial Committee, which shall be comprised of 5 members appointed by the town board. Be it further resolved that the town board hereby appoints Mr. Michael Wolfenson to serve as chairperson of the committee, and be it further resolved that the members of the September 11th Memorial Committee shall serve on the committee until September 21st, 2021. Thereafter, the committee shall be dissolved and the purpose for the committee shall be deemed fulfilled.
Second.
Jill, is it a problem to go up from 5 if we you know?
Do an
choose to do
amended
so?
You just have to amend the resolution, right?
resolution, right? So do you want to do a minimum of 5?
Why
How
can't
many
it's the board's discretion?
Yeah, okay.
It's a resolution. He should just come. We have to
Okay.
appoint people anyway, so we
Yeah.
could do it at that point.
Yeah, I just, we intend to post this. We intend to, have some public representation on this in addition to the first responders and so on. And so I think we don't quite know what that right number is yet. So I just want to make sure that it's.
So do we want to do it?
Why don't we say a minimum of 5 members?
Yeah, not less
we do
than
that?
5, not more than
Yeah.
Well, they should have not more
9.
than.
Not
Yeah.
more than
9,
3.
9. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more than enough, right? Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shall be comprised of a minimum of 5 and not more than 9 members appointed by the
Right.
town board.
Thank you.
Good.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's late.
Jeremy, you want to go?
No, go ahead, finish them up.
Hmm?
I don't have them up.
Oh. All right, I'll do the next couple, then Lauren, you could do the next ones. Or Lauren, go ahead.
All righty.
7.
I move to authorize the town of Newcastle, a member of the Sawmill Watershed Advisory Board to sign a letter of support expressing the renewed commitment to the mid-2000s memorandum of agreement with respect to the Sawmill River watershed, as well as to the Sawmill River Coalition strategies as detailed in the 5-year action plan.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move to authorize entering into an agreement with Partners in Safety for a 2021 full service agreement to provide the required random drug and alcohol testing program for employees with CDLs and our non-CDL employees who drive town-owned vehicles in accordance with the proposal dated November 19, 2020. The fee to administer the program is $38 per employee per year, plus additional charges as listed if required.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move to authorize the Department of Public Works to solicit proposals for engineering services for the Bedford Road pump station upgrade, which will include preparation of bid documents for designs for construction, including purchasing and installation, new pumps, new generator, and the removal of existing equipment for the approximate estimated cost of $150,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to authorize the Department of Public Works to solicit proposals for engineering services for the cleaning and cement lining of water mains, which will include preparation of bid documents for the cleaning and cement lining for about 4 miles of mains for the approximate estimated cost of $400,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Lisa?
Okay, I move to grant the contractual compensation increase of SanaPro Disposal for the 2021 fiscal year, as in keeping with the terms of the 7-year contract at the increase of 1.1% in accordance with the Northeast Metro Consumer Price Index.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to accept the proposal submitted by Peter J. Landy, Inc. for the rebuilding of the existing stone wing wall at the corner of Hollow Oak Road and Brook Lane for the total estimated cost of $7,000. Can I get a second?
Second.
I said second.
Oh.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to accept change order REVI from Thermodynamics Corp. For the additional boiler trim, including adding 2 return water temperature switch alarm circuits to the Cleaver Brooks FLX boilers and 1 NEMA 12 enclosure for the heat timer multi MOD lead log controller for the total amount of $7,250.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll move. I got it now. Sorry. I move to authorize the Department of Public Works utilize the services of the New York State OGS Minibid Vehicle Marketplace for the purchase of a 2021 Ford 550XL 4x4 dual wheel mason dump with snowplow OGS Minibid 5918 from Schultz Ford Lincoln Incorporated at the request of the Department of Public Works Water Unit for the total cost of $67,532.50 as allocated for in the 2020 water operating budget. Quiet, dog. My dog is growling at me.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 I move to authorize release of the bond for street opening permit 2019-0023 in the amount of $750 to Edward Phillips. The work at the site was restored and completed to the town's satisfaction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move to authorize release of a bond of street opening permit 2019-0022 in the amount of $750 to Daryl Oliveira. The work of the site was restored and completed to the town's satisfaction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to authorize the release of a bond for street opening permit 2019-0016 in the amount of $750 to Jeremy Renato. The work at the site was restored and completed to the town satisfaction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to adopt the following resolution, whereas pursuant to section 72-8 of the town code, certain senior citizens are eligible to qualify for a partial exemption from the payment of unit charges for garbage and refuse collection charges, and whereas such exemption is determined upon submission of required documentation to the satisfaction of the town assessor, which is submitted and reviewed on an annual basis, and now therefore, in light of the COVID-19 ongoing emergency and the associated executive orders and health risks, the town board hereby authorizes the town assessor to determine eligibility of senior citizen partial exemptions from the payment of unit charges for garbage and refuse collection charges for the 2021 assessment roll based upon the most recent income tax returns currently on file in the assessor's office, and the town assessor is hereby authorized to take any steps necessary to implement this resolution.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to adopt the following resolution, whereas the town controller is responsible for the orderly recording of all finances associated with operations of the town. And whereas in order to close the financial records for the year ending December 31st, 2020, certain budget adjustments, transfers, amendments may be required with the exception of transfers from the contingent account, which must have specific town board approval. And whereas this board wishes to provide the town controller with the authorization to perform all necessary budget adjustments, transfers, amendments in order to produce a balanced budget for the year of 2020. Now therefore be resolved that the town controller is hereby authorized to make all necessary adjustments, transfers, and amendments with the exception to transfers from the contingency account to the 2020 operating budget revenue and expenditure accounts required to produce a balanced budget, and further be it for resolved that the town controller shall report all such adjustments, transfers, and amendments to the town board as they are made for review and ratification.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, you got it. You got it.
It's getting late.
Sounds good on you, Lauren. I like it.
Lisa.
Okay. I move to approve the following premium rates for the 2021 UMR Mebco Health Plan, effective January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021. While the 2021 base plan rates indicated represent a 0% increase over 2020 rates, the bronze plan rates increased 2.51% from 2020 as indicated in the resolution. And COBRA rates by law are 102% of the premium rates for each health plan and coverage tier offered.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. I apologize. I'm not laughing at anyone in particular. My dog is just crying and none too happy. Oh gosh, no, I just lost it.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, I just lost it.
Yep.
It's only one left. Whereas the Conservation Board has gotten very popular and they study and advise the town board and other town departments, boards, and commissions on developing sound open space planning and assuring preservation of natural and scenic resources within the town of Newcastle. And whereas the town board desires to amend the membership requirements of that conservation committee to allow additional members to join the ever popular board and to allow high school students to join the conservation board as regular members. Now therefore be it resolved that conservation board shall be comprised of no less than 7 and no more than 13 members, including high school members, who shall be appointed by the town board. Be it further resolved, the town board hereby retains the ability to expand the conservation board to more than 13 members if the town board receives a request from a resident to join the conservation board. And be it further resolved that the town board may appoint up to 2 high school students to serve as members of the conservation board, and that those student members shall serve a term of 12 months and all other members shall serve a term of 2 years.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did I not say second?
I didn't hear it.
No, you cut out, Jeremy.
Well, I guess
See your mouth moving, but no sound was coming out.
Are we adjourning the 2020?
That's
cycle?
all, folks.
Move
So,
2020?
to end 2021.
Second.
All in favor?
Until next year.
until next year, January 5th, be
Or
there, be
2020,
square.
right, to end 2020, sorry, not 2021.
All right, everybody. Until next time.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good
night.
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 Bye, everybody,
Night, all.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye.